Hi guys, this is Adam with Squared Away Preparedness. What I'd like to do today is do a walk around on my daily driver, and this is something that I'm going to be doing a build series on for the next little while. It's going to kind of be my main focus. My daily driver is a 1984 K20 Suburban, and it's been a really good vehicle for me. When I got it, it didn't have a motor in it. I pulled one out of an old RV and dropped it in here, and driven it back and forth across country a couple times, East Coast, West Coast, and put a lot of miles on it, and it's really holding up well. It's really easy to work on, and it's something that I want to make it better and more functional for camping trips and family adventures, while still using it as a daily driver. And then also setting it up, I've gotten to do some disaster relief stuff last year, and it worked pretty well for that. I had a kind of smaller trailer for what I went and did with it, but it got me over there to Oklahoma and worked really well, I mean, throughout the week that I was there. But I would like to make it better for disasters in the future that I want to be able to respond to. I want to have better communications in it, better first aid stuff, better camping setup in it. I mean, right now it works really well the way it is, but I think I could tighten things up in there and get things squared away better, and just make it a better all-around vehicle and make it safer. So I'm going to flip this camera around and kind of walk around it and tell you what I've done to it so far. And just, if you're interested in this kind of thing, just follow along. There'll be basic maintenance stuff on this. I've done all of it pretty much myself. When I put the motor in originally, I had a friend help me with that, but since then I've had the motor back out, put a new torque converter in, and that wasn't too bad of a process. And part of shooting this is I want to encourage other people to get out there and do these kinds of things. It's not super complicated. If you can read or even look up YouTube videos, you can find a lot on these vehicles. There's a lot of information in forums on Facebook groups. I've had questions and stuff, and I've posted stuff to some of the square body pages, and like within a couple minutes I have an answer on something that I was trying to troubleshoot, and really narrowed the problem down really quickly. So they're fun to drive. They're not great on gas, or at least this one's not. And that's something I'm going to work on in the future. Is there's not much more I think I can do with the 350 to make it more fuel efficient, but I do want to put a bigger gas tank under the back. I've got a 40 gallon. It's got a 32 on it right now that I need to drop in there. But anyway, stick with me. I'm going to flip this camera around and just kind of do a walk around. All right, so here's the front of this thing. Not a whole lot going on. I do want to swap these this bumper out and the rear bumper, and get a heavier duty bumper along with a winch on it. There's some mess over here where I'm parked right now. I'm going to clean this up before I go. Looks like somebody's dumped some trash out. You guys go out places. I'm just on the side of a dirt road here, but I always like to clean things up and leave it a little better than I found it. But so, pardon the trash. I'm going to remove it before I leave. I've got CB antenna up here, up front, and it's just a Fire Stick. I do want to upgrade the comms. I think I'm going to get a ham in here eventually. I need to take my ham test, but I'd like to get some type of ham radio. You can kind of see paint's chipping here. This thing was gray, and I'll insert a picture in here somewhere, but of what this looked like when I got it. It had some different tires on it, and it was silver, which was the original color, but it had a lot of patina on it and rust. If you look right up here, you can see the roof has still got it. And there's a couple bad spots back here by the fender wells. that I'll have to fix. But I'm going to sand this all down again. I kind of did a hasty job on it initially. It doesn't look bad if you stand back 10 feet, but if you get right up on it, you can you see the defects in it. It was kind of a last minute deal. I rattle canned it with some khaki spray paint because I was moving from out west back east, and I knew it was going to be in more water and rain, and I kind of just wanted to get it covered up. I did a light sanding on it and just rattle canned it, and it's held up pretty well, but I want it to be better. And I've already got the paint. I'm going to try to do I am going to do a paint job using tractor implement paint and rolling it on, and I'll be doing a video on that shortly. I'll be starting with sanding and stuff here in the next couple days, and then get things taped off. And when I get good weather for a few days, I'll be painting this thing. But this truck does have 4 inches of lift. At least there's 4 inch blocks underneath the rear springs, and it's got leaf springs in the front. You can see them in there. But suspension basically needs to be gone through. I need to update shocks, probably leaf springs. These rear leaf springs are pretty flat, and I'm not sure if they're really supposed to be like that, but they don't really have any arch into them. And I need to redo the shocks. Also, going to do some different tires. I'm going to put some 35s on here. These have been on for a couple years, and they're getting pretty low tread. All the windows in this thing are just manual roll down windows, manual locks, nothing really to go bad there. Had the blue interior and silver, and I'm going to go back with the silver, but I'm going to make it a little darker than this. When I got this thing, the headliner was, somebody had put outdoor carpet on it, and it was all sagging, so I took that down and I wove basically a net in the ceiling that I put sleeping gear in and pads and stuff. This thing's really got a lot in it. I've been back and forth to storage, and it's got a lot of camping stuff in it right now that I need to organize and condense tools and stuff, but it's full right now. But it's going to get organized here and clean back out some. You can see the tint on this window is bubbled up. I removed the tint in the other windows already, and I'll be removing that one at some point. Got the back here. You can see I got a little rust in the corners. This thing had I did that rubberized paint on the bumpers just to darken them up, but I'm going to be taking that back off and hopefully just doing some off-road bumpers when I find the right ones for this. We have some rust here that I need to take care of behind the wheel. Got steps. They're pretty good. Maybe I'll do some rock sliders. I'm not really going to be doing any heavy overlanding on this. I just want to be able to ride dirt roads that are basically like this here, and get into places to go camping. I'm not going to be, I don't foresee myself back out at Moab doing the full-size invasion at Moab or anything, but I mean, who knows, maybe I will. But right now, I don't really see that in my near future, but it'd be fun. Let me pop the hood on this real quick. This does have the 350 in it, and like I said, I pulled a motor out of a 1986 Class C motorhome that the body and stuff was damaged on. And I swapped out the valve covers. They were rusted up pretty good. And I put a Edelbrock intake on it. It's got an Edelbrock 600 CFM carb under there. I recently just did plugs and wires before I made a trip back east. I'd like to clean some of these wires up a little bit, but those go to my fuel pump right over here. I got an electronic fuel pump in here, and I've capped off the manual one for right now. It'd be down here, right there. But I do carry a spare manual fuel pump in the truck in case something happens with the electric one on the road. I can put the manual one back on there, hook that up, kind of bypass the electric pump, and probably get me back home. It might take a little bit of work, but it's doable. You don't really need a ton of variety of tools on this. I mean, this one does have a lot of metric stuff on it. But it's simple tools, ratchets, sockets. I keep some electric tools in here. Wire strippers, extra wire, fuses, that kind of thing. I'm not going to go into all that right now. I'm just going to kind of just do the walk around, show you what's going on. See, right now I got 10 in there, fuel can. Been doing some stuff with the backpacks, moving stuff around. The kids have their fishing rods in here right now. I usually store the fishing rods up there in the ceiling. I keep chainsaw in here, fuel, and bar oil, some safety gear over here. When we get storms around here, it's common for trees to drop across the road. You can get kind of stuck out on the road if you don't have the stuff to move a tree out of the way. But yeah, this is a mess right now. My pack's in here. We did a ruck a few weeks back up north for Caleb House. It was kind of fun. Check those guys out if you get a chance. There's a great organization, great people over there doing great stuff. Anyway, that's the walk around, and I'm going to end the video here. And when I get things organized a little bit more, I'll do a walk through the truck if you guys are interested. But yeah, right now I just want to get this paint changed out, get bumpers, roof rack, comms, get those set up a little bit better. And seat belts are the other thing. The rear seats on these have waist belts, and I want to get them swapped out. They've got the holes up here in the columns for shoulder harnesses, and I'll eventually get that swapped out. But anyway, thanks for joining me, guys, and stay tuned, like and subscribe, and follow this build. Thank y'all. Got that little mess cleaned up. Just a full bag of trash. Part of the reason I keep grocery bags in the cars, stuff like that. Oh, there's a little more. Nope, that's a coyote turd.